Hello everybody, welcome back to the Game Spotlight. This is Omen Exitio Plague. Yeah, that'll make sense. Sorry that I'm not that great at pronouncing. Anyway, this game is still in early access. It's created by Tiny Bull Studio, created in Unity. Game currently has a Kickstarter running, as you can tell from the bottom. This is an alpha which takes place as it's meant to be a prequel to the original full release game, so I don't think what we see here will be in the main game, but I'm guessing the mechanics and stuff will make it in. But you know, consider this like a demo of some sorts of what this game will be about. Anyway, a narrative-based RPG game which draws from the old gamebook genre, set in the world of H.P. Lovecraft's Cthulhu mythology. Drawing from the dark realms of H.P. Lovecraft's imagination, Omen Exitio Plague's story and plot will make you travel back to the late 1800s. A dark hand is moving the wheels of history, trying to wake up dark forces that can destroy and shape the world in the most terrible ways. Discover what war-scarred Zanzibar, smog industrial Europe, and ancient temples of worship have in common in an adventure that only you can follow to the best or maybe the worst ending. Every decision you take during your gameplay shapes the way the story will play out. Will you lead the world towards salvation, or will you let the darkest of creatures prevail? So yeah, Kickstarter campaign. There's also a Steam Greenlight page. Go cast your vote if you like what you see here. Anyway, we're gonna get this thing started, probably finally. New game. That was ominous. Colonialism is the control of governing influence of a nation over a dependent country, territory, or people. During the late 1800s, Africa faced European imperialist aggression, diplomatic pressures, military invasion, and eventual conquest and colonization. The late 1800s? Guess I've been playing a little bit too much of Europa Universalis then. At the same time, African societies put up various forms of resistance against the attempt to colonize their countries and impose foreign domination. Domination, not dominization. That's something completely different, I assume. Or maybe nothing at all, who knows. The Anglo-Zanzibar War was just one of many examples of such resistance. Okay. Well, there's your story. Walk over to command tents, get some rest and get chair. Walk over to the command. Oh, so this is going to be a text-based thing. Kind of wants you to search for water springs in the area where he wants to set up camp. You have a lot on your mind, and you're starting to feel the desire to see the English coast again. We just arrived. Fellow soldiers welcome you on the beach, and after a few days of silent marching, you reach the mission camp. You don't have much time to rest, as you'll have to put together an exploration team on the day following your arrival. First mate Carter. Alright. Sure. Alright. So the person tends to the scout is lighting a campfire. Traveler, an old bearded man, is sitting on a rock. He keeps to himself, murmuring his prayers even while walking. His eyes are always elusive, and he's a little creepy, but you feel you can trust him. Soldiers are very young, some even younger than you, and the dinner is accompanied by laughter and songs. It distracts you from your nervousness. It's time to go to sleep, and we'll take first watch. You know that the only ones that haven't been laughing are Lloyd and the interpreter. Well, the interpreter keeps to himself, so he's probably fine. Lloyd should be my... Wait, is Lloyd the first mate, or is he the... Yeah, it's Dr. Lloyd. Oh yeah, so Lloyd's the scout. Oh wait, we're air... Yeah, Lloyd's the scout, okay. Can I speak freely, sir? Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, let's talk to him. Said. I like to sing, I just don't like to sing like that. Songs of my people. Songs that please the spirit of the night. Not something that can disturb the slumber of our ancient ones. Oh, I should laugh. Seriously. Oh, you mean our songs? Yeah, that's true. Well, much to do tomorrow, I suggest you get some rest. Sleep shouldn't away while the bad feelings are back. Not so full of noises. You may have fallen asleep at some point, but you don't remember when it happened. Waking dreams become confused. You remember shadows, many dark shadows over you. They're moving around, looming over your cot. Remember sweat on your body and how it became difficult to breathe. Seems you woke up and fell back asleep several times during the night. Strange anguish weighed on you. You remember strange shapes of the shadows. They seemed human, but you remember too many arms, too long and moving unnaturally. You remember thinking about an octopus while you felt the shadows close to grabbing you. You scream when a hand touches you. He's come to wake up you because something is happening outside. You hear upset voices outside your tent. Is it dirty boots? Awful. What? Awful. What's awful? Let me look that up quickly. Okay. Awful. The entrails and internal organs of an animal used as food. Decomposing animal flesh. Bring me to the place, soldier. No need to worry, everybody. Some kind of logic in its arrangement. Weird symbols on your tent, some other tents as well. Red and seem to be marked with blood. Well, I don't think it's smart just ignoring all of this. And I don't think you guys would appreciate it if I did that. I kind of want the translator to do it, but we'll do it ourselves. Success! Alright. You look at symbols on your tent, they remind you of Egyptian hieroglyphs, but many shapes seem unnatural. You can identify stylized men and women, maybe some animals that you can't recognize, some symbols may be letters or words. Okay, this was done with a specific purpose and not by accident. A message marked on the tent. Is it some kind of spell or a curse? Choose to keep these thoughts to yourself to avoid upsetting the soldiers. Start marching when Said comes closer. We need to change our path. This. Do you know what happened? So why do you want us to switch paths? But you have an idea, I can see it. It's a threat. Okay, seriously, what does Effendi means? Effendi. Effendi, a man of high education or social standing in an eastern Mediterranean country. Okay. Savages, they are savages. Who are they? Don't know if they have a name, but they're scary and cruel. Inhumans. Now we get to check the map. Leave the wagon behind, take the path on the coast, keep the wagon and move through the forests. Gather is because of the morning events or the words of Said, but you're very nervous while walking through the forest, and your tension seems to be contagious. You feel relieved that one of the soldiers whose name you think is Duncan tells a gross joke that makes many of the men laugh. You make a note to thank yourself later, but a loud noise interrupts your thoughts. Turn around and see Simmons screaming while a big wooden spike perforates his chest, spurting blood. Another spike almost tore his left arm off. Another soldier tries to help him, but as he gets closer, you can see another spring trap striking the soldier's head. Spike sticking out of his left eye. Have to take a long way, and it takes more time than you expected. Able to load 2 bodies on the wagon. Give them a proper burial later. In front of you there's a wide flat space in the ground not far from you. A large cave opens up. You approach the entrance to inspect it. The morphology and same traces on the rock tell you that in the cave there probably is a water source. You leave a guard at the entrance and enter the cave with the rest of the company. The entrance descends deeply into the darkness. Getting in is not too difficult, but takes you longer than expected. After a while, the cave becomes larger. So you look to see in every step echoes on the walls increased tenfold. Rather unable to adjust to the darkness, you're getting kind of dizzy, and an honest feeling of loneliness starts looming over you. You think you may need to lie down for a second, but then a voice brings you back to reality. Lloyd has found a torch. He lights it up and hands it over. You try to look around with the help of the company. As reflection show a huge chamber on the bottom, you get a glimpse of a gallery. There's a stone at the center of the chamber which reminds you of some kind of altar. Take a step forward and you notice something on the ground. Check it. Bend down, use the torch to take a good look at the ground. There are bone fragments on the ground, tied with a rope. Concealed by some powder, seems to be the trigger of a trap. Walk slowly, feeling your soldier's breath behind you. You don't want to risk it, but you can't seem to be able to figure out this chamber. You are to move carefully and inspect the area. Connor starts looking around and moving in with caution. There are lots of bones and skulls around the rock altar. Lit by the torches, the altar reveals many signs of violence and some drawings on the wall are similar to the ones that were on the tent. Looking at those writings, the feelings of being surrounded once again by those inhuman shadows overwhelms you. Slade remains close to the exit, pale and terrified. He's praying as usual, but this time he's louder. Lloyd and the other soldiers are nervous too. They keep looking at each other. Behind the altar, a soldier finds a small water source. But you're still mesmerized by what seems to be human remains on the ground. Let's leave. Slade turns around, seems like he's waiting for your order, but he can only take a couple steps. The 3 soldiers that you had left to guard the entrance rush in, almost bumping into the interpreter. As you are coming, we heard drums, then they appeared. I think they did not see us, but they will be here in a few minutes. Well, that's a good thing we got all the ammo. Alright, well, that's apparently what we're gonna get. So yeah, a text-based game, it's interesting, isn't it? Usually you don't get too many of these, and people usually glance over them, but this could be interesting. I mean, you don't always have to run around swinging swords yourselves. You can just make the decision to do a thing like that yourself, you know? Story-driven adventure games are something that I can enjoy myself with, and I have done so with this one. You can try this one out yourself still. There are some things you could have done differently than I could have. And be sure to keep an eye on this, because this could become a pretty interesting thing if you like reading a lot, so to say. But yeah, anyway, that's gonna do it for this one. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you're still in the series. Feel free to subscribe by coming, liking out, or something if you haven't already. Links to this game will be in the video description if you want to try it out for yourselves. This has been Omen Exitio Plague, and I'll be seeing you guys on the next Indie Game Spotlight. Bye everyone.